former First Lady Melania Trump has come out strongly in favor of being pro-choice. In her new book, the Mar-a-Lago Matron says she is staunchly against abortion restrictions. Basically, it calls it an issue of personal freedom, which I agree with. She says, quote, "It is imperative to guarantee that women have autonomy in deciding their preference of having children based on their own convictions, free from any intervention or pressure from the government. Why should anyone other than the woman herself have the power to determine what she does with her own body? A woman's fundamental right of individual liberty to her own life grants her the authority to terminate her pregnancy if she wishes. Restricting a woman's right to choose whether to terminate an unwanted pregnancy is the same as denying her control over her own body. I've carried this belief with me throughout my entire adult life." Now, I actually do think these are her legitimate beliefs. But at the same time, timing's a bit convenient. Look, Trump, by the way, I also think that Trump agrees with her. Those are his actual beliefs. Like, yeah, he's pro-choice, he doesn't give a crap, right? The thing is, the pro-life movement, so-called pro-life movement, does not believe in these things. No, which happens to be a pretty big chunk of staunch Republican voters. Voters that Trump needs to win the election, and that he had previously received votes from to help him win in 2016. So now, Trump knows he needs to win these people, but at the same time, he also knows that most Americans, like himself and Melania, are pro-choice. So what Trump's been trying to do this election is to walk a fine line between bragging about overturning Roe, but then saying, well, I sent it back to the states, which was very popular. Everybody wanted it to go back to the states, so you could make a choice. No, the American people did not want it to go back to the states. But he also is trying to reassure voters that he will not sign a national abortion ban. Well, the problem is, in Project 2025, there's some language in there that alludes to a national abortion ban. You know, personhood, restricting abortion drugs like mifepristone, things like that. So now, he refused also to say that he would actually veto a national abortion ban if, you know, Republicans took back Congress, both chambers, and got a majority to, you know, beat a 60 vote, you know, filibuster, and then get an abortion ban on his desk. He refused to say that he would actually veto it. So I think that he probably would end up signing it because he doesn't care. Okay. Now, he had also come out against Florida's 6-week ban, but then within a day, after getting pushback from his base, he said he'd vote for it if he could. So again, Trump doesn't have any core beliefs on this, right? As far as, like, you know, his politics is concerned, he'll vote for whatever helps him win, right? But personally, I do think he's more pro-choice. And personally, I think Melania is being honest here, right? So this is just all about, like, what's going to help me win. Remember, that's the number one concern for Donald Trump is, will this help me win? Is this politically expedient for me? And look, aside from Roe, the conservative Supreme Court has actually delivered him a lot more wins, okay? Overturning Roe was not a win for him, right? He doesn't give a damn. But with this Supreme Court, he got immunity. He ended up getting things like Biden's student loan plan, which was really popular, getting that blocked, okay? So those are wins for him, all right? And there's plenty of economic decisions, pro-corporate decisions as well that have benefited Trump. Anti-environmental decisions that have benefited Trump. And so, yeah, this Supreme Court is a win for him personally, even if he didn't actually care about Roe, which is his most consequential Supreme Court decision. Now, that said, Melania, getting back to her personal beliefs, yes, I do believe she has these personal beliefs, but I also believe that she is helping her husband by saying, look at me, I am super pro-choice. It just so happened to have her memoir come out, about a month before the election. Where she's like, don't worry, fellow womb havers, My husband will not implement Project 2025 and monitor your pregnancies. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. No, you can vote for him. Again, the reason that she's coming out here and trying to help him is because he's vulnerable on abortion, okay? On abortion rights. That's it. He's vulnerable on this issue. Tim Walz at the debate spoke incredibly clearly and forcefully about a woman's need to choose. Okay, and this is an issue that is very important to a lot of people in this country. The issue of reproductive freedom. So now, Trump himself's trying to have it both ways, right? Trying to say, well, look at me, I got rid of Roe, I sent it to the states, but it's really not that bad because you guys wanted it. It was freedom. All right. So now she's also trying to help him. Not just on the abortion front, by coming out and saying, look how pro choice I am. She's trying to help him on things like the child separation policy, right? Immigration, which is something that would, again, it's a monstrous policy. Now, Melania claims that she told her husband that, quote, this has to stop regarding the family separation policies, while also emphasizing the trauma it was causing these families. You think Donald Trump cares about the trauma? No. I'll also just file that on things that didn't happen. Okay? No, I don't think they had that conversation at all. Melania also said she expressed concern about the clear lack of a plan for the reuniting of families and the absence of a definitive policy on these separations, which she said only added to the public's outrage. Once again, I don't think that Trump really cared about this. Okay? Now, this was, the family separation policy was Stephen Miller, okay? But Trump, more than happy to be like, yeah, separate the families. Yeah, totally fine, I don't really care. Because he doesn't care about people, doesn't care about children, doesn't care about adults, especially if they're immigrants. But to claim that, to have Melania come out and claim that, oh, no, see, I got him to stop that. No, you didn't. I'm not buying it at all. And again, to say that I cared so much about the poor little children that are being separated from their families, poor little children. No. The same woman back in 2018 wore a jacket with the words, I really don't care, do you? When traveling to visit an immigrant detention facility. I really don't care, do you? I know. Since then, she's been tried. No, that's not what it means. It was something else. But here's the thing. Why didn't we hear about these so-called disagreements before? Why did it wait until, I don't know, a month before the election in her memoir when Trump is specifically doing very, very bad with abortion, okay, and abortion rights? Here's what she said about that. Occasional political disagreements between me and my husband were part of our relationship. But I believed in addressing them privately, rather than publicly challenging him. Oh, okay, yeah. I found our discussions more productive when we could have a quiet dialogue at home, out of the public eye. But wait, now they're in the public eye, a month before the election. In an election that Trump is doing very, very badly with women. Look, if you don't think that this is... that this was planned, you are naive, bless your heart. You think better of people than, well, certainly I do, okay? Look, when it comes to these two, Trump and just the Trumps overall, it all comes down to marketing, right? It all comes down to marketing. He wants to win, obviously. And so, of course, he'll lie. I mean, he lies all the time. I don't know what, necessarily he really believes. He just lies and says whatever it takes for him to actually win. I mean, he constantly A/B tests his audience. He says one thing, and if it doesn't do well, he'll say the opposite thing. See if that does well. So that's who he is. As far as Melania goes, very, very clear, she's going to help him try to rehabilitate his image and help him with women voters on the issue of abortion by claiming, oh, look how pro-life I am. Or, I'm sorry, look how pro-choice I am. I'm just saying that that's, I don't trust her or him at all, and you shouldn't either. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.